One question that I get asked a lot about hot tubs, especially from people who don't have one yet, but they're considering buying one, is they want to know, does a hot tub add value to the house? In other words, when they later go to sell that house, is it adding to the amount of money they can ask a seller to pay for that house? The short answer is no in most cases. I'm going to tell you a story in a couple of minutes about selling 2 of the 3 previous hot tubs I've had prior to this one and how they impacted the selling price of the house. But the short answer is that no, this kind of hot tub is considered a portable hot tub. Hard to believe considering how heavy it is and how hard it is to move, but it is considered a portable hot tub. If you are adding an in-ground hot tub, the kind that is usually concrete or fiberglass and rebar that's dug into the ground, it often accompanies an in-ground pool. If you're adding that kind, that probably does add value to the home, probably somewhere around 50 cents on the dollar for whatever you spend on it. But those kinds of hot tubs, and like I said, they often go hand in hand with an in-ground pool, those kind are going to be really expensive, $30, $40, maybe even $50,000 or more. That's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about whether or not this kind of hot tub adds value, and the short answer is no, it does not. Now, I mentioned a minute ago that I was going to tell you a story about the 3 times prior to this hot tub that I've sold houses that had hot tubs in them. This is the 4th hot tub I've owned. The last house that we lived in, the seller wanted to make sure that we left the hot tub. Believe it or not, because this is called a portable hot tub, it does not, what the realtors say, convey with a house typically. Like the refrigerator typically does not convey when you sell a house because it's easily removed, fairly easily. This thing is also fairly easily removed if you have several people and a big truck and other things to help move it, but it is considered portable, so it is not necessarily designed to convey with the house. And the person that was buying the house from us wanted to make sure that we left it. It did have value in their eyes, although it did not really impact the selling price of the house. But they wanted to make sure we left it. They put that into the contract. We could have negotiated on selling it, but we'd already had one offer fall through and we didn't want to waste time negotiating and possibly losing this deal either. So we left the price as it was, so it did not add value to the seller in terms of the price. But they wanted to make sure it stayed. They wanted to make sure it was in good working condition. It had a small leak at the time, so I made sure that happened. However, the times that we sold houses prior to that had hot tubs, the 2 other times, the buyer of the house either removed the hot tub after they moved in, or in one case, when we lived in Dallas, they put it into the contract that we had to remove the hot tub before they moved in, before it closed. We had to actually pay the expense of having it removed rather than having it add to the value of the house. So it added no value whatsoever in that situation. At least in the other situation, which was a house in Austin where we lived, it didn't take away from the selling price of the house, but I do know that the people who bought it removed it shortly after they moved in. So in those cases, it didn't add value whatsoever. It, of course, is in the eye of the beholder. Are there people out there who might want a house with a hot tub? And if they're looking at 2 different houses, one has one doesn't, they might absolutely go for the one that does. Absolutely, that's true. That would definitely be true for me. I love a good hot tub. So if I'm looking at 2 houses that are exactly the same otherwise, I'm definitely going to go for the one with the hot tub. And I might even be willing to pay a little bit more for that. But like I said, it's in the eye of the beholder. It's not going to apply every time. This was just a short, quick video. I wanted to get this off my chest. This is just one of several things that you need to know if you're buying your very first hot tub. I have another video on this channel. I'm going to link to it down below. You'll also see a card for it at the end. It's 23 of the most crucial things that you need to know if you're buying a hot tub. And you're going to want to watch that video all the way through if you've never bought a hot tub before. Again, I'm going to link to it down below and put a little card up there on the end of this video as well. But for now, my name is Jeff Campbell. This is my channel, Hot Tub Owner HQ. I also have my website, hottubownerhq.com. And I'm sharing all of the best tips that I've learned over the years in owning those 4 different hot tubs. And I want to have you join me on that journey. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Leave me a comment down below, something you'd like to see in a future video, or maybe a problem you're having or a question you have about a product. I'm going to answer every question I get. But for now, I'll see you in the next video.